Three, two, one. It's a great day at SiriusXM, man. I got a Fayetteville legend in the building with me, man. Rain, what's going on with you,
My
bro?
God, what's up, man? Everything smooth?
Everything smooth, man. So kind of like to jump into it, bro. Like you really been a staple in Carolina music for a very very long time. Coming from Bonnie Doon, you know what I'm saying? Like what actually got you into making music in the first place?
Um, just like hearing, growing up, just being surrounded by it, right? Like my brother was a big mixtape fan,
Word.
so he would always come home. My older brother always come home with like the Ron G mixtape, DJ Doo Wop mixtapes, Tony Touch, all that stuff, the blend tapes, and like it just opened my mind to like how big hip hop was, cause you know in North Carolina we just watching like Yo MTV Raps, Basement, whatever would come on TV.
Yeah.
And then I think once I got put on to like the whole mixtape circuit, it was just like, yo, I want to do this.
Word.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. And it's crazy, bro, cause like I don't know, you know about Privé, right? Like it's like a boutique out there in Fayetteville.
I'm not sure about that. That's something new.
Yeah, it's a little bit newer. Well, they
Yeah.
started a few years ago, but I was just asking because like Nicolino, I don't know if you know like Nicolino Parisi or Micah.
I probably know all of them by face.
Yeah, probably by face, but those are like two dudes that used to like play your music for me a lot, like in the
Oh, word?
in the shop. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's dope.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of got put on to a lot of your early stuff, and then they were telling me like just some things in the past, like your run-ins with Cole and stuff like
Right.
that. So could you touch on that just a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, just me and Cole, like we came up together, like being in the skating rink together, rapping, freestyling, and then you know once he got his deal, him like me just locking in with him doing records. We did some records that never were released, and you know just being in there while he's working on his albums, giving my input or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but we knew each other since young.
Since young,
Yeah,
okay.
even like in coming to New York, I would let them come to Baseline and shit.
Word.
When Corey was working on his album with Def Jam and stuff. Yeah.
And that's cool because like you kind of play like I'm not gonna well, you can say you play like an integral part in like just that little beginning part of Cole. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So for people that didn't know that you were able to like touch that, you know that's pretty dope.
Right.
But coming into like 2025, we got some new tracks and everything like that going on. The first one that I want to talk to you about is with you and Biddy the Butcher.
Right.
Yeah. Can you break that track down for me?
Yeah, that was a dope record. That him and it was like Sour and Benny was working on it, and I came in at like the tail end of it and put my verse on.
Word.
Yeah, and then my man Rick Marvel, who's also from Fayetteville, did like some additional production on it and stuff.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. And then the track with you and Ross, like how did that come about?
Yeah, well, me and Ross always had like a cool relationship. Yeah, so is me and Benny, right? Well, me and Ross always had a cool relationship, and I was working with him in like 2017, and we worked on some stuff then. So this wasn't our first song we did together. It was just the first one that got released.
Word.
So you know that happens.
Yeah.
Just in the studio making music, coming up with ideas. Some stuff come out, some things don't. You forget about, especially when you got certain artists who make a lot of music. So some stuff could just get lost in the mix. But with this record, it was something I had 3 verses on it. That record got sent to me through JY. He sent me that record with the hook on it. Ron was already on it. I did the 3 verses, and then we reached out to Ross, and he came through and blessed us with the second verse. So,
Word. So how does it feel?
It's like 2 verses y'all haven't heard from me. It was on there. Yeah.
That's hard. That's hard. So like, how does it feel to actually be able to like, to have a song finally released like with artists that you have been working with for a while?
Oh, I mean, I think it's dope. I think it's more dope for the fans, right? Because you know, I had my moment where I did stuff with them. Like I said, like the first time, where even though it didn't come out, those were like it was exciting to even just work on it.
Yeah.
And so I think it was dope for the fans because it's interesting because a lot of people kept saying that, yo, we want to hear you with Ross or we want to hear you with Benny. So it was interesting that those 2 records wound up coming out around the same time.
Yeah, but it's perfect timing, to be honest.
Right.
I mean, like, I think we're back in that phase of like good bars, like actual spitting and everything like that. Like that music is actually coming back. So like having artists like you resonate with people that some people recognize more is also a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's why I never left it alone. I always felt like that. Like the broken clock is right at least 2 times a day. So just stick to what you do; it'll come back around.
Yeah.
So I knew the lyricism would come back around eventually.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So to kind of brain fart. I had a question, but I brain farted. Going into it though, Celine watches.
Selene watches.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, talk to me about that track, because when you dropped that, I ain't gonna lie, I had that kind of like in rotation just for my personal
Selene
days.
watches.
Yeah.
So Selene watches is like a grown man Rolex. Like it's not quite like this one. This is a grown man Rolex, but this is like he's stunting. It's still stunting, right? The Selene watch is a nice grown man leather band usually, right? Very subtle businessman watch. And so the whole point about that song, like the whole idea of that song was just like, that whole hustler mentality of living in the shadows, right? Where it's not always on the front line. And some people who I like to call, like my style is more so like sidewalk CEO, right? So like the hustler that's in the shadow, that's ain't always trying to be seen standing on the couch just popping bottles. So that was for them. Sergio Tacchini sweatsuits and Selene watches. Yeah.
Nah, that was really like one of my favorite songs when you dropped it, bro. Like I remember just the cover. The cover attracted me, so then I went in, I checked it out, and then I was just like, all right, let me go ahead and place this.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, so I did that song years ago. That song might have been 10 years old.
For real?
Yeah, so I had it, and then my homeboy Flea, oh my God, this guy calls me every day. Yo, when are you gonna drop the Selene Watches song? I'm like, why are you still talking about that song?
Yeah.
And we did this in my crib like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So then he's like, yo, so he sent it to me, and I'm like, all right, it's something there. So I just revamped it, changed the beat up a little bit, because I did the beat on that too, made the drums hit a little harder, and revocaled it, changed a couple lines to update it.
Yeah. So like you've been like, kind of since the start, you've been like involved in full production of music, like whether it's lyricists or making the beats, production, all of that stuff.
Mixing, everything. Yeah.
So what got you into that bag? Because I know sometimes it's a little bit harder for artists to actually be like their own producer or engineer and everything like that. What helped you be consistent in that area?
Well, one, just knowing how I wanted it to sound, number one, and two was like just having the time to do it, right? So I'm just in the crib, and I'm like, I don't really like going to the studio. It's not like a thing for me, because I don't know when I want to work. So we might book a studio session. Yo, you got a studio session tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So I like having a studio in the house. I might wake up at 4 a.m. and record something. Yeah. So initially it just started as me just recording it and letting somebody else mix it, and then just not wanting to wait on nobody. Like, I'm an impatient person when it comes to music. Yeah. So I'm gonna write my own stuff. I'm gonna make my own beats, because I don't want to wait for nobody to send me a beat pack. I don't want to wait for nobody to mix my record. So I'll just get it all done. Yeah. As close as I can until somebody else could take it and tighten it up.
Come through and just throw the little finishing touches.
Right.
Whatever. That's what's up. So, like, I know you said, like, Selene Watches was a song that you had in the bag for, like, 10 years. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's probably a million more songs that are also in that same bag that's been sitting. So, could we expect some more of those tracks to come out sometime this year? Or what's it looking like?
That's the whole point is I want to empty the vault. You know what I'm saying? I seen Ninth Wonder, and he told me something. He's like, man, don't die with the music in the hard drive.
Real.
And, like, when he said that shit just messed my head up, because I have, like, thousands of songs in the hard drive, thousands of beats. But it's also, like, you don't want to just throw stuff out. You want to make sure you got the right support behind it so everybody can hear it. Yeah. And I think that's the thing. Sometimes we are in a rush to just throw the music out, and then it kind of goes to waste. So you want to build the fan base up, build the awareness up. That way, when you do start releasing all these records, people are paying attention. Yeah,
that's real. Yeah. So for someone that's been able to like maintain a certain amount of longevity in the game, like what do you think are probably like the three most important things that any artist, producer, or anybody that's looking to really be a part of this should, always keep in mind?
Well, the main thing is you have to enjoy it, right? Because it's not always going to just be up. It's going to be up, down, left, right, crash, hit the wall, start over, rebuild. But if you love what you're doing, then it's not going to matter. Right. So I think that's the main thing. Like, perfect the craft and enjoy it. Like, if you're just doing it for some money, then you're going to stop doing it. You're not going to be inspired as soon as there's no money coming in. So you want to, love what you do.
Yeah, that's real. And then, like, I guess on the business aspect of it all, like, what is something that you've learned or, like, a piece of advice that you would give to artists to be on the lookout for?
Surround yourself with people that's smarter than you, right? And everything will play out well. Right? Like put a good team together. Get your marketing guy. Get your videographer. Get the guy who loves to be in the studio mixing records all day.
Mm-hmm.
Get the street team. Get everybody. Like, link up with the people at radio. You're gonna need a team.
Yeah.
So you can't do it on your own. All that closing your mouth, not asking for favors, is not gonna work. It don't work like that.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real. And another question is like, how did you and JY even end up linking up? Like, how did that relationship start?
JY used to be a really good rapper. He's still a really good rapper.
Okay. Okay.
So like if you're in New York, or you're in that circuit, that whole mixtape circuit, blog circuit,
Mm-hmm.
even like local shows, open mic type, you're gonna come across the nice guys, the guys who can rap, right?
Yeah.
And the thing back then was the nice rappers wanted to rap with each other. These guys don't do that no more. Now the dope rappers don't want to rap with other dope rappers. They want to outshine everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So like when we was coming up, it was like he was nice, I was nice, and we made music together.
Mm-hmm.
And just so happened we just went different ways. Like I continued the artist path, he went the exec path, and it just ends up working.
Yeah.
That's been my guy.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Shout out to long-standing friendships,
Yeah, no doubt.
For sure. All right. So like kind of to wrap it up, man, if there like just like before, man, if there was a word or a phrase that we would be able to use to kind of describe where Rain is right now, like physically, spiritually, mentally, or whatsoever, like what would that word or phrase be?
The phrase would be so close to never happening. We here, we looking at everything, and there's so many people that was running this race with us that are no longer here for various different reasons, whether it's death, jail, or just gave up, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And all the close calls we had where we could have been in those same positions, and we stuck to it. So just looking at where we at now, just knowing we here now, and it was just so close to never happening.
No, that's real, man. That's real. And shoot, there it is, man. From 2-6 to the world, bro. We got Rain 910.
6 and
yeah, let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Rain 910 everywhere, Instagram, wherever.
There
Twitter,
it is.
wherever. Rain 910.
There it is, y'all.
My guy.